Let me show you how we can organize apps and pages on the Samsung Galaxy A57. So first of all, let's talk about some basics. We can of course change a position of an app. I think that's pretty obvious, but still, if we are talking about organization, then naturally we have to mention how we can change the position of an app. This is of course a part of organizing the app, the home screen and the app drawer, of course, because in the app drawer you can actually do exactly the same thing. You can change positions of apps as long as you use the custom order, but I'm gonna mention that later. So we got, of course, that covered, really simple. In addition to that, we can, of course, switch between pages. So if you want to move an app to another page, that isn't a problem. We just have to go all the way to the right side in order to go to the next page, or all the way to the left side in order to go to the previous page. Also, we can of course add new pages, and in order to create a new page, you just have to add something to that page. So if you go all the way to the right side, you will have this blank page, and if you drop something in here, then you will create a new page. Or you can press and hold your finger on an empty space, go to the most far right side, and then here we have a blank page, so you can easily create it. So yes, it is possible to have a completely empty page on the home screen without any apps, folders, or widgets. And if you want to remove a page, then even if you remove everything from that page, so if you have like some widgets and apps and so on a page, if you move everything out or remove from that page, then you will be left with that empty page. So for that reason, in order to actually remove the page, you just have to once again press and hold your finger on an empty space, and then you can find this trash in the upper right corner, and this allows you to remove a page. Now, if the page is completely empty, there is no confirmation, but if you have something on that page, you will have to confirm that you need to do that. While being over here, there is one more thing that I have to mention, and that is setting the default home screen page. So usually when you go to the home screen, then you open that page over here where we have, for example, the Google search bar and so on, but you can actually decide which page should be the default one. You just have to tap on this icon here on the upper left corner. So this icon indicates which page is actually the home page, the true home page. So of course you can decide which one should be the default one. Alright, so besides that, what else you can do? You can of course add more apps to the home screen. So if you wish to have quick access to certain apps of your choice, you can just go to the app drawer. In here, just press and hold your finger on the app, and then you can start moving it, drag it to the top, and then you can be redirected to the home screen. You can also just press and hold your finger and hold it for like a second or two, and then you will be automatically redirected to the home screen just like that. Or another way is to press and hold your finger on the app. Then once you see these options, you can choose Add to Home, and there we go, the app is going to be added. Alright, so now we know how to add more apps to the home screen. How we can remove them, it is also pretty simple. You can press and hold your finger, and then you can choose the remove option. You can also select an app instead of removing. So once you see these options, as you can see here, we have select. If you select an app, then you can select more than one, and then we can remove multiple apps at once. So this allows you to quickly get rid of apps that you no longer need on the home screen. Alright, now we can talk about folders. Folders are, of course, a great way to organize your apps into a single category. And of course, we can have them both on the home screen and the app drawer. So that is quite unique, at least in the case of Android smartphones. And in order to create a folder, we also have a couple of ways. You can just drag and drop one app into another app, just like that. Of course, we can set up the name for the app over here. You can press this plus button in order to add more apps. And of course, we can keep adding more and more apps. And if you want to remove a folder, you can just take everything out of the folder, and that works as well. And the second method that allows you to create a folder is by selecting apps again. So we can select multiple apps at once, and then here in the upper right corner, we have create folder. And there we go. As you can see here, this works as well. Besides that, we have a little bit of customization of the folder. So if you press and hold your finger on the folder, you can enlarge it by making it 2 by 2. And this allows you to quickly open apps that are inside that folder, or at least a couple of these apps. So every app that has that bigger icon, instead of just tapping on the folder and then from the folder selecting the app, you can just tap on the app icon itself to immediately open the app. So this is really convenient because, as you saw, comparing to the smaller folder, the big one, allows you to just directly open the app without having to actually open the folder. Of course, it is still possible to open the folder in case you need to, and of course, not every app is accessible. Like, for example, over here, I have this Google folder, which actually has a little bit more apps than it can show. Over here, as you can see, when I make it 2 by 2, then here I have more apps. So in this case, if I tap on them, I actually open the folder, but everything else that I have in here, those 8 apps, can be opened immediately without any issue whatsoever. So definitely worth categorizing your apps into folders and making them larger, I mean these folders, of course, because it just simply allows you to quickly open an app from the folder, and it saves a lot of space. As you can see here, I have 8 apps, and they take just 2 by 2 space, so that's really, really good. Now, besides that, we can also, of course, add widgets. As you can see here, I actually have a bunch of different widgets. Now, in order to add a widget, we also have a couple of ways. You can just press and hold your finger on an empty space, and then here at the bottom we have a widgets option. Here we can find some example widgets, and also we have apps that offer you some widgets. And if you want to add something, let's say I'm going to go here, you can either tap on the widgets in order to find the add option, or you can press and hold your finger, and then you can be redirected to the home screen, and then you just place the widget anywhere you want it to be added. Besides that, we can create a stack of widgets. So if I now press and hold my finger on that widget, I have this option, create stack. By the way, this is also how we can remove a widget, but now let's go to create stack. And this option allows you to add multiple widgets into one space. So this also allows you to save lots of space. And let's choose example widgets. There we go. I'm going to add this one. Now, the only thing that you have to remember is that whenever you're trying to make a stack, you can only use widgets that have exactly the same size as the one that is already added onto the home screen, or this widget has to be resizable to that size. So in this case, I have this, like, I think 4 by maybe like 3 by 4, something like that. Or 2 by 4, no, I think it's 3 by 4. So this means that I can only use widgets that can be 3 by 4, or they can be resized to 3 by 4. Of course, we can edit this stack quite easily. We can change the order of these widgets. I can remove these widgets, or I can add even more widgets onto this stack. And then I can swipe between all of these widgets that I have in here. And in case you want to remove a widget, like a simple single widget, then you can just press and hold your finger, and then we have the remove option. Also, if you press and hold your finger on the widget, then you should be able to resize the widget as well. So you should see this outline, and if you have these thick corners, then you can grab by them and you can resize the widget. Keep in mind that in some cases, some widgets have limited resizing options, so you can only resize to some extent. And in some cases, resizing is not possible at all. This is just a matter of how developers prepared those widgets. And I believe that is pretty much everything in the case of home screen organization. And of course, now you should be able to quickly and easily create home screen pages, and you can organize them however you want to, however you need to as well, of course. And also I mentioned, of course, the app drawer. In here, I mentioned that we can change the position of apps, and that is true. We can, of course, create new pages as well. So if you want to, you can also organize your app drawer in a pretty smart way. You can also use folders. As you can see here, by default, we have some example folders, and you create folders in the app drawer exactly the same way as you do on the home screen. So by either dragging and dropping one app into another, or you can select multiple apps, and then you have the create folder option. And that is pretty much it. If you're looking for more guides for Samsung Galaxy A57, then be sure to check out my channel, leave a like, and subscribe.